Good morning, track fans. How you doing? What? Good morning? No, it's not good morning, is it? It's the evening. Good evening, everyone. How you all doing? You might notice the old camera looks a bit different here. We're just rolling on a different setup, as you will understand in a minute. But fantastic to have your company. And oh, this fell out. Un momentos. Sorry, I was switching this over from my other attire from earlier. I'm going to pay my respects to fallen comrades, because today in the UK, if you're watching from abroad and you're not in a country that has this annual tradition, it's actually on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. We will remember them. And there you go. So already I can see we're looking lively in here. So yeah, it's 6:30 UK time. God only knows what time it is around the world, but I do know that we're probably going to have some more people from Canada and the US in tonight, because it's about lunchtime where they are. So I'll give you something to enjoy, hopefully. I know that Daihi has been doing some live coverage, good coverage of the BRM race out in Tacoma. So we'll have a look at that in a bit. That has been good. So who's in then? Let's get straight onto this. So good morning. Oh, actually, let's just do some housekeeping first. To always do this. I forget to put the stuff on and a bit of tunage, because we like a bit of backing music. We'll go for some rock because it's the evening. Okay, well, I'm going to just trust that that's sort of playing nicely in the background. Let's go then into the thing. So, Daz was on the phone this morning. Yes, he WhatsApped to me, guys. Man, we need it on Sunday. I missed it. I've missed it too, and it's good to be here. I'll wait till I tell you about the day I had yesterday. Oh, you're not going to believe it. Cry. Well, who knows? But anyway, Rob is in the house, I think. I'll catch up with the chat in a minute. I think you're here for a little while, but then he has to head upstairs to bed because he gets up at 2 a.m. to go driving. This is what it's about. That's how you miss the traffic. You get up at 2 a.m. Pro. So John D is a racing. Okay, he might be with us because he might be with us. It might be too early. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are, the fingers. Nice to have your company, buddy. Think you're here now. Oh, actually, here, yes, I saw this. Rob isn't going to be with us tonight, which is a crying shame. But, family is important, so you've got to get it done. Well done. Hey, Matt, how you doing? For some reason, I think I've recently been calling you Mark, so apologies for that, mate. Matt is in the house. Good to have your company, dude. I was watching... Okay. So it looks like Daihi's live stream just finished, and it decided to play me the next thing, which was Top Notch Idiots on YouTube. Oh, if you've not seen Top Notch Idiots, watch that. That is hilarious. But yes, Matt, I saw your live stream on Thursday with Dan and Rahul and Scott. That was cool. And thanks for the shout out as well. Nice one. Trifan! He's got clearance now. He's going to have Babi track fan in a number of days. Big congratulations to Dave as well at Slotar for hitting the 1,500 subscribers. Wow, that's gone bang so quick. Proper good. Right. Lost myself a bit. Aid, good evening. How you doing? Paul's in the house. Good evening. Daz is here. Track fan. That is it. So Daz is going to be on it later, so you best watch out. You best be smashing the like button. Daz is coming over the hill. 8:30, then dinner will be ready by order of the management. Well, we'll be wrapped up by that. That's 2 hours, man. Holy Mary, I'll need the toilet way before then. We're not talking about anything deep today, like mental health or I don't know, slot car religion. We're just having good slot car banter. We're not pushing it into the religion line, although it is Sunday evening. Christmas is coming, you know. We're gonna have Slotmas. That's it. I'm renaming Christmas to Slotmas because Marks and Spencer can get away with calling it Thismas, so I'm taking it a stage further, calling it Slotmas. Get ready. I'm gonna do some Christmas merch so we can wear Merry Slotmas stuff around the table. You heard it here first. Slotmas. Love it. Oh, come on. Daz has got the week off, you dog. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't take you too long. Well done. Right. So what are you up to, Dave? Dave is building MR kits. All the ones they sent along with Rob Sales they are great. Yes. That's it. Get a little pipeline of videos going up. I'll talk to you about my pipeline in a minute. Bo is in the house. Good evening, Bo. How are you doing, buddy? Nice to have company. And Mark is here. Hello, Mark. Remember Mark. Dan! Dan is here. I keep meaning to reach out to ask if I can borrow Dan's cowbell video. Did someone say cowbell? And then I need the video, right, Dan? So if you don't know what the cowbell is the little bell next to the subscribe button. So if you're enjoying this and you're not subscribed, do subscribe. Helps us push the video out to further audience. And it can't be better to help grow the hobby and get more people enthused to what we do. It's mayhem. I love it. Absolutely love it. And if you're not tuned into Slot Valley Racing, he does a couple of live streams a week. He's got a panel going on. Patriot Hobbies is in there. Rahul at Conquest is in there. Scott's in there. I think it's House of HO. Is that right? Forgive me. So that is all going on. Good and Arben, Nico. Me and Nico were just in Daihi's live stream watching live racing of the BRM. They were quick. They were looking good. So cool. Right. Numbers are building up nicely. Nice to have your company, Rich. See, this is what it's about. You do an evening session and you get the people that normally watch it back at this time, which is Rich. We haven't had a track update from you. Have you done any more work on your track, mate? It's all going on here tonight. The chat is on fire and I've only just got up to the start of the show. So quickly catch up 10 minutes. Rahul is in the house. Boo, my brother. And Rahul, mate, last night, mate, you're a true friend. I'm going to tell everyone about it in a minute, but we're going to be friends for life, man. So Steve, good afternoon, evening, along with Colin. Well done. They've made it here. They're in. Grit Racing Club is here from the States. Whereabouts in the States are you, buddy? And Carl is in here. He's going to make a cameo appearance a bit later, but he doesn't know it. So there you go. Carl, where is he? Here you go. Is proud winner of last week's competition. We had a competition giveaway. Boom. And then, so we did it in my old-fashioned traditional way of the old tombolage. And then I watched Slot Valley's video live stream the other week. And they've got a mega way of doing a competition giveaway. So you're all included in it. And basically what you have to do is I write down a number between 1 and 100 and I show it to someone if we're giving it away together, or I'll just have it here. And then I say, go! And you lot sprint in the comments like 1 or 78 or 59 or 66. And then when you hit the number, I go, stop! You've won it. So it's like everyone is like, we can win. You know, it's really interactive. I really enjoyed that. So that's what we're going to do, competitions moving forward, because that was sick. All the way from Canada, Cowbell King. So Patriot, yes. Ooh, okay, nice bit of info here from Bo, coming live in from Germany. Carrera is selling surprise boxes at the moment. You can get a box of Go with a whole set in it. You can get a 1 in 32 surprise box. Go is 25 euros, and 1 in 32 is 15 euros. Oh, I wonder what is in there. Oh, I tell you, talk about FOMO, fear of missing out. All right, hold on. I've got to do this. There you go. Right, it's cold in here, but I've put down here somewhere on the screen that you can get this t-shirt. So I need to show it. Oh, damn it. I need to show it at least one moment. Right, this is not happening. Bear with me a second, guys, gals. I've got a major wardrobe malfunction. Right, I think that'll do it. They've done plastic paper poppies now to do away with plastic, which we all, I'm not going there again, but we all know I'm a mega fan of. There you go. Wearing that with pride today. We remember. Oh my God. So let's, yeah, isn't it? Rahul, there's so many people in here tonight. It is fantastic. And like Dan says here, the community is proper growing. It really is growing. And it is only testament to everyone here tonight. You guys in the chat, and people visiting other channels, supporting them. There really is now a full schedule of viewing every single night. If it's not like premiere, oh, mate, I sound like the Americans. Premiering premiering on the night, then you've got catch-up stuff that you couldn't get to see. Like my normal show for the Americans and Canadians is 2:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the morning. So who's watching that live? No one, unless you're Rahul, legend, and a few others. Actually, I shouldn't disclude that, but most people, there you go, watch it back. So so this is nice to see everyone here. But so yeah, you get a schedule and you watch back stuff, you watch premieres, you're doing this and you're doing your own content, and it's just literally so fluid at the moment for slot car content. You can't, you know, there's all sorts for everyone. So keep doing it. Get in there, Nico. It's a rallying call. It's Sunday slot car sessions are fix. Get in there. And you get people like, you know, Hubert has turned up. Good Abend, Hubert. How are you doing, mate? And tell me, how's that move gone? Have you started to set up the new track yet? Or are you still settling in the new place? Right, let's... right, I think we're pretty much getting up there nearly. Doosh, 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 doosh. Curvy Road slot car is here. Didn't see you sneak in there. Good evening. And cowbell. Yes, Mac is in the house. Mac has got the new Scalextric Land Rover, and it looks as hot as it does in the pictures. It is stunning. I've got pictures of all angles and it is going off. Yes, Scott. Good time for... there you go. See, yeah, I know, but you know, 6:30 is a little, it's reachy, isn't it? Because by the time we get to sort of like the show, it's sort of maybe 10 to 7. We're starting to lose a few young track fans, especially like Wilf. He'll be like scratching for bed in a bit because he's a good lad. So yeah, that's right. Cowbell King, indeed. Right, so Rich, you got a few no updates. Oh, changing layout completely, moving benches to one side rather than standing in the middle. I see, yeah, if you're going like this, you could be like a cat. Good shows, mates. You're here now, Tony. I've been waiting till you arrived before I start the show. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Utter legend. So right, okay, let's do this then. Right, so as we said today, we're rolling a bit later because it was, as you can see, the poppy on the screen here. is an important day for me and for service people around the whole planet, because it's a time that we reflect, not people just from World Wars 1 and 2, but actually from modern conflict as well. Northern Ireland, Iraq, Afghanistan, etc., and the list goes on, because we're in a load of places keeping up the good fight that we just don't know about. So yeah, so to all of my comrades out there, Danny over at Dick's Slot Car Garage, Dan, your missus, you know, she's serving, and you know, Guy from Slot Track Scenics, and a whole heap of people that I might have missed that are nevertheless keeping us safe. Thank you for your service, guys and girls. So yeah, so now here we go. Right, let's get into it. So quite frankly, yesterday, and yeah, I know there's some young track fans listening, and there's some language that, you know, quite frankly, you've heard your parents say when they've driven you to school. Yesterday, for me, in a nutshell, was utter shit. So to sum it up, what happened was we were going up north to visit some of my school pals, to have a day with them, chill out a bit, socialise, a bit of food, you know, good times. So we're going up there. We pulled off at Corley service station, which is at Birmingham, and I had to let the dog out to do his biology break. Anyway, jumped out there. I had to get some stuff out to let him out. He jumped back in. I jumped in the car, drove off. 2 hours later, got up to another service station, jumped out, went to pull the stuff out. It's not there. Devastating, because the stuff was my camera bag with my laptop in it, my camera, my YouTube camera, my lens, big expensive old lens, big expensive camera, high spec laptop, my external hard drive that had all of my Track Fans TV work on it, and some other stuff was on there, but that's on other hard drives anyway. So, but all of my Track Fans back history stuff has gone. A load of ancillaries, so spare batteries, little lights, you know, at the top of the camera. My twin wireless microphone pack set was in there. It's all gone, because we drove straight back there and it was not there. And I went to all of the places in and around that service station. Nothing had been handed in. So, so I'm coming to you tonight on a webcam that I didn't actually think of work, because I'm using my work's laptop. Imagine that. So yeah, so I reiterate, here you go. What do you do in that situation? Yeah, Dave, Slot R, trust me, I was using the C word like a comma for at least 2 hours on the way back to the service station. You know, when you get that heart, your stomach is in your nuts. You're like got that really retching feeling. So I got back last night, and I'd sort of, you know, I spoke to Rahul. I'd messaged Rahul because I thought, I've got to get a new camera. I bought that one 2.5 years ago. So there's got to be some new tech out there. So I'll speak to the tech meister, Rahul, who literally, I'm so blessed to have such a good friend. He is my right hand man. He is such a good guy, and you know, he will help anyone. But what, you know, what he offered and what he was doing and suggesting, he just literally come out of the blocks. There's no better friend than that. So anyway, I've done the research, because my camera was 2.5 years old. It was a Sony A6400 6400. So they're like 850 quid still now. So I worked out the value of my rucksack, including the rucksack, was about £2,000, £2,000, because the dog needed the toilet. See how I'm holding it together. But you know what? You know, what have I done this morning? I've gone down and I've reflected and remembered my pals that didn't make it. £2,000 bag is immaterial right now. You know, there's people out there, much worse situation. So you've got to remember that there are people out there who would actually wish for your worst day Imagine that. So no, I'm not insured, Carl, because we left it there. It wasn't stolen. We left it behind. But anyway, so what I've got to look forward to is some new tech. So got a camera. Got the camera is coming. I'll be here tomorrow. Oh yeah, and it's not so much, you know, it's not only the old everything of Track Fans is gone. I mean, I've got stuff that I've got in emails and things like that. So I've got my brand and I've got other things, but what I had on the camera was my latest video work and on the hard drive. And I'd started to make a new video with David Farrow at Rockingham on Friday. So if you're watching this, Dave, we're going to have to make the video again. Sorry, mate, but you know, I was robbed. What can I do? So yeah, so it's delayed my next 2 videos, but that's okay because I'm motivated. I'm going to work on it and we get it on. What makes me happier than what makes me happy is, you know, just friends in the slot car community. Out next to Rahul, no one really knew about it. Daz asked me how my day had been yesterday, and I said terrible. But I didn't tell him why. I wanted to tell everyone at the same time. So yeah, so it's a bit of a poo bag, and but there you go. So I've got some new tech rocking up. I've got some stuff coming through that I need to work on. And I'm going to work like Billy O to get the videos coming up and getting through. I'm going to get through this because the community, it is fun. You know, I enjoy making videos for you guys. And I actually get therapy off the production side of it. So it's a win-win all round. Anyway, something else that gives me immense pleasure is to say hello and welcome to all the young track fans out there. So yes, from the top is Leo. Yes, and he's not even written on here because whereas I'd have my templates and I would change them and amend them and work on them week on week, today I've literally had to do everything fresh. It's taken hours. But so Leo, it's not that I haven't left you off. It's that yeah. Anyway, Leo, big play for you, mate. I watched your Polycar review part 2 video earlier. That was amazing. And I laughed because your dad stacked it off the table and he was sort of implying that you were the one crashing. So well done there. Albert, Wilf, top of the tree. How you doing, guys? Wilf? Ah, amazing. Love you, boys. Cameron, Ruben, are you racing? What are you doing, guys? What are you up to? Let us know. I think Cameron got back yesterday or the day before. So welcome back, Cam. And Ruben, well, he was up the drag racing last weekend doing a perfect reaction breakout. Yes. Charlotte, Isabella, hello. Good day. Welcome. George, Leighton, always. Happy Sunday, guys. I hope you're doing well. Jacob, Sasha. Sasha, we'll talk about you in a minute. And Lewis and Elliot, of course, from the West Midlands are. So, yes, welcome aboard. I hope you're still with us and up and at it. Homework, well, if you've got to do that, go and do that. Watch this back. That's important. Hang on. Do your homework, then watch Track Fans TV. Okay? In that order. Because we need you to be brainiacs. Exactly. So that you can get good jobs and afford slot cars. So then, Sasha, yes, brings us nicely into DNA slot cars. Sasha and Daihi have been over to Tahoma, 24-hour BRM racing with Alan. So as you can see here, Sasha is just looking at 3 cars that she had lined up. She sent me a message. So I've just took the picture. She's rocking the new merchandise by DNA. You can buy them. You can buy the DNA merchandise at Conquest Layer merchandise store. So I'm sure the link will be in their videos, and if it isn't, it'll definitely be in Rahul's video. Rahul Conquest Racing Club is up on the screen now, so get a look at that handle there. Thank you, Rahul. That means a lot to me, brother. Whatever it takes, we'll get through this together. You, me, and the community, definitely. So but that's what I like. Talking of likes, if you're liking it, like it. Hit the like button, people. Thank you. And but no, really touching. Thank you, Ian or Doug. Name yourselves. But yeah, I appreciate that too. I've got no ribs left after buying the last Thunder slot, but my liver is looking good. Oh, no, not liver, kidney. I've got 2 of them. I'll take a kidney. Right. So anyway, back on point. We've got a show to run here. Oh, mate. DK, yes, that was terrible. It is gone, mate. It is gone. But nevertheless, what's not gone is the magic that Sasha and Daihi have brought to us this weekend at their trip to the 24-hour race. I love the fact that there's other 24-hour races going on around the world. This one was in America. So I'll have a quick look here. And when, the thing I like about this channel in particular is what we call an emerging channel. So it's one that sort of emerged within the last year. But they're hungry for it. These guys are hungry for content. They're smashing out content like it's like going out of fashion. There's no kind of methodical scheduling and creating a pipeline of content. They're like making it and smashing it, and that's what I'm talking about. Everyone is up in their game. Robert DeLeon, he is smashing it out lately as well. Conquest Racing Club, Rahul, he's been smashing it out. He's now revising his channel for the new year ahead. How exciting. I think this should be a thing that people think about, not necessarily to do, but just to definitely give it some thought. Hang on, what can I do? Maybe something a bit different next time. So he's going to be doing some more panel work. He's got a couple of other ideas for streams. There's going to be collaboration going on between us. There's going to be all sorts going on. So really exciting. And these guys in particular are doing the business for YouTube and for the slot car hobby. Not only is it a case of they're YouTubing their journey, which is excellent, but they're actually into it as well, and you can see it when you watch. Sasha actually entered a race. They weren't planning to race, but she entered a race. So during racing, being there, they've bought us 2 full-on videos that they've published, a few shorts as you can see at the bottom of the screen, and literally, and this is in 2 days. This is in 2 days, and they've probably got about 1 million more things up their sleeve. Actually, they were doing a live stream earlier, just before this live stream, because I was watching it with Nico. So there's a live to put on this that, there's that new. I couldn't get it on the show. I mean, even Travis, that slot car guy, would struggle to get it on his news at such short notice. Actually, what is it? 7 o'clock here. So I think it's about 6 a.m. over there. So, yeah, he'll probably be up. He's probably in the gym pumping some iron. Travis, give us a shout. Right then. So, yeah, thank you very much, DNA Slot Cars, for your service this weekend. I can't wait. I've got to watch a couple more bits to catch up, but I would definitely be doing that later. Choice viewing, everyone. Woo. That is very kind, Daz. Someone else actually mentioned that. Mate, you know what I'm like. I can't. I really struggle with asking for money. I do. I've had it out on here about people that ask for money, but you know what? If ever there was a time to ask for money, it would be now. I'm not going to ask for money, but I will think of a way. I'll think of a way. I don't know. There's always a way. It's like I teach my kids, right? Life sometimes kicks you right in the middle and leaves you with a mass tear running down your eye and a Adam's apple choking you out. So what do? There's always an answer. You just got to step back from the situation, because the only person you can control in any situation, especially when you're slot car racing, is yourself. So, you got to keep calm, like in Bad Boys. Woosa. And we can do it. So So anyway, I don't know how it works. So if someone wants to do that, feel free to do that. But I don't know how it works. So I can't set it up, and you know, I really struggle for asking for things like this. I really do. But yeah. So anyway, moving back on. So yeah, DNA. Oh, brilliant. Thank you ever so much. And I told you, Carl, we'd see you before the end of the show. So here's Carl, everyone. Genevieve. Let me just stick your moniker up. Here we go. Genevieve. Carl is rocking his prize because he won the competition last week, which was a t-shirt or mug of his choice from the merchandising store, which is there. Flip your phone onto there and you can find yourself this t-shirt in different colors and different sizes, and Carl is rocking it. And if you flip your phone and take a picture of that little QR code in the orange box, you'll go to his, I think, Instagram page. Maybe I'm going by the font and the color, but that's Carl. He's always with us. Well done, congratulations, my friend, winning the show, winning the competition last week. Top draw. Top draw. So track focus, yes, one of my favorite parts of the show every week, where we get to see some other people's tracks and we see how they've done things to get inspiration and ideas for ourselves. You know, feel free to copy it, but the thing about track building is really hard to copy because everyone does it different. They use different materials, a different way, unless you're watching or following someone in particular, like Boone or Rahul or someone else, or Dick at DG Raceway. You're going to have different kind of thing, aren't you? You're going to have a different way of doing it. Hey, track fan! Doug's been in. He's missed the action. Love it. And Slot Car Daddy's here as well. Yes, mate. I was loving watching your short, Slot Car Daddy, about you having fun with the grandkids. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Well done. Getting the kids involved. That's what it's about. Absolutely. Brilliant. So, anyway, moving back on with the show. Track focus. Let's get in there. So, Lance Edgecombe. We got this from Facebook, from Magnetic Racing's forum. He's done some... he's actually just bought the light tower, which you can just see below the word Lance and just above the gantry over the track. So just can see the tower with the Magnetic Racing logo on it. That is awesome. And I just love the detail that you've got on the track here. I don't know if you watched the show, Lance, but yeah, thank you ever so much for sharing your track ultimately so that we can get a better look at it and see what's going on. And here you can see Lance's track from the other side, looking sort of more lengthways into it. Just a whole heap of, yeah, isn't it, Tony? Isn't that track just so cool? He's done such a great job on that. Here, De Fingers, Gloria, is that your missus? Anyway, I hope you're feeling better, Gloria. I heard you was under the weather a couple of weeks ago. I hope you're making good progress there. Find some headphones. That's it. Get everything going on. So yes, Doug is saying, when you get a dog piping up about the detail on someone's track, you know you're on the right track. Excuse the pun. Boosh. See what I did there? You can tell it's Sunday night. I'm actually thinking ahead with some puns and stuff. Brilliant. Excellent, De Fingers. Thank you very much, Gloria. I'm glad you're mending. Well done. De Fingers is salt of the earth. I tell you, this guy, he is pillar of the community. So they say behind every man is a great woman. So I will take that, because he's a great man. You must be exceptional. So well done on that. Thanks for tuning in too. Hi, Lux, who is here. with us all in a house. Brilliant. So yeah, so I'll give you a moment or two on that one. And yes, hold on a second. Okay, so I cannot remember my own slideshow. I think, yes, I think this is still Lance. That's right. So Lance is done his magnetic racing tower and he's just showing you here how he wired that up, which is quite fascinating because I'm literally about to do the lights on my wood routed track. So that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's right. Kids screaming at each other in the background is what slot car is all about. Before you get into hard-nosed racing, of course, and then you're and then you're sort of on a different level of frustration. So anyway, other track I really liked. I've been following Albert Walker's track now for probably since the start of August. And he's been working on this Firestone lit gantry here. And he's been just got to his lighting stage. You can see there's a pattern emerging here. It's all suddenly about lighting. Travis is in the house, mate. How you doing, Travis? Actually, you've got Travis to thank, right? Because the webcam that I'm on at the moment is the Anker 200. And this was the webcam that Travis recommended to me months and months and months ago when I was having trouble setting up my old camera, the one that's just been stolen, on my computer. So he recommended this one, but I couldn't get it to work in the basement because I didn't have enough light. Now I've got light everywhere. It actually looks all right. So yeah, so I'm on the Anker. There you go. It's nice to have your company, Trav. Always a pleasure. So yeah, going back to Albert's track, really like it. Took this out because firstly, it's done the same thing as Lance has done here. He's actually sprayed up or weathered his track, so it doesn't look like a track. It looks like a road. And Albert's done the same thing. So Albert, the reason I'm showing this is he's just lit his Firestone gantry, and I'm showing it because yeah, it's I've been following it and I'm like celebrating with him. It's like 2 months work in progress of building it and laying it out and getting it done. So yeah, and totally and utterly congratulations again to Dave at Slot R. So if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sunday Slot Car Sessions, normally broadcasting in the morning, but for one night only because of Armistice weekend, Remembrance Day at 6:30. We have got Slot R in the house. We've got a number of great people in the house celebrating Slot R. It's just hit 1,500 subscribers, everyone. Giving it up for Dave. Yes. What a smashing outcome that is, Dave. Talking of smashing outcomes, it's not just about tracks that I like to report on here. It's also about the fun and the good times that you can have on your track. So like we talked about on the podcast, like I talked about on the podcast with Sasha and Daihi the other day. If you haven't seen the podcast, I think it came out, yes, it was Thursday last week. We had some great conversation on there. So it was a bit knowing me, knowing you, Alan Partridge. So I'd done a podcast with them a couple of months ago, and then they piped up because they've been the podcast kings and queens now. So they have popped up and go, yeah, we want to talk to you on our podcast. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. What? No, Rob, put your earphones in and fall asleep to us. Anyway, flip it on at 2 a.m. when you get in the motor. No one's going to see you listening to your phone then. So no, good night, mate. All best. God bless. So what was I saying? Yes, that's right. As I was saying to Sasha, she asked about track, and I was saying it's about like getting a big stack of cars and then ramming it with the car, to try and get the top car to go over the top of the Dunlop Bridge or something, you know, something actiony, crashy, having a good time with your track. And that's exactly what Robert Weiser has done here. Is he's put together like just a smash up on the edge of his like table, like a little diorama for fun. It was fun. It made me laugh. So, you know, I thought that was just something different to share with you on that one. So let's get into it. Let's have a think about what's hot and what's new. Right. So this is a sort of section where we have a look at some new products that are out there, or something that's, you know, I don't know. Let's have a look and see what I'm talking about. Keep whittling on about whatever. So, dun, 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 dun. Yes, it's not all about the big things. So, magnetic racing, and unless you've been living in a bit of a cave in stock car world, you would not know that they've just launched a twin track lap counting gantry, a little bit like a bigger version of this puppy here, which is the twin lane, the single lane, single track lap counter. Loving it. Got it sprayed up nicely. And then just to top it off, so obviously I had a bit of a terrible day yesterday, as you found out. Well, who knew that Royal Mail works on a Sunday nowadays? And I took delivery of this today. So if I open it up, you can kind of guess who it might be from, right? Yes, Chewits can only mean one thing. It's from Magnetic Racing. Get in there, I got delivery. Oh, I'm so excited. So here we go. Let me get this open. You can share. Oh, I love it. Right, so we got this, which goes on my broken. Yes, I dropped it down the stairs a moment ago, so I have to glue it back together. It's okay. I'm a black belt at putting these things on. So I've got a TrackFans TV slider for here. Beautiful. There. And then I got these. You can see them in here, which when I spray up will fit on the front here, like that, in the middle. It's going to be good. So I'm going to get that done. So that's what I'm going to do. And I got another Magnetic Racing mobile phone holder. So now I can have one in the den, and one in the garage. So thank you ever so much, Doug and Ian. And I'm not going to eat the Chewits while I'm on air. Brilliant. Love it. Well done, boys. Thank you. Oh, I can't wait to set that up. It's going to look sick, right? Yeah, you do need a back order, Tony. You do need a back order of Chewits, because they're the way forward. You remember they used to have the dinosaur on the advert. He used to go, and then he'd be satisfied when he got the Chewits. Cheers to Fingers. Thank you. And it sounds like Daz has been on the case with the sweets as well. So lots of... What do you mean no more Chewits for Dave? Ah, so if we can get Dave to 2,000 views, we can get him a new Revo slot. So we've got work to do, peeps. Right, everyone, what we got here? 35 people in the chat. Well done, everyone. Thank you ever so much for tuning in to Sunday Slot Car Session Madness with me, Pete Brown. If we all open 2 new Google accounts, Gmail accounts, there's 70 subscribers. No, we won't do that because that's like time and effort. Cheers to Fingers. I appreciate that, mate. The gantry is once I've got the TrackFans logo on it, I'll then do the final short because that's going to be amazing. So yeah, all good anyway. So what Magnetic Racing have done is they've done a 4-lane lap count phone holding gantry, which is epic. They've done a video on it. Check that out. I know that Travis mentioned it on his news. I haven't caught up with Dave Kennedy's news from Friday, so I don't know if Dave spoke of it. But anyway, it's not the big things that sometimes raise an eyebrow. Look at this. They've done... Oh, no. Quick. There you go. They've done little barbecues. So for the Australians, where it's coming into their summer at the moment, this is what you need. Amazing. So there you go. Right then. So check it out. I know that we talked about the Oreca. I don't know. I'll go with Oreca. That sounds all right. Oreca. So got the Oreca that was launched. They tested the prototype at the Le Mans 24-hour digital race earlier in April, driven by Scuderia Viking, and that was amazing. They did really, really well at the race. Actually, hang on a second. I've got my Le Mans guide right here. Aha. Yeah, yay! I got it right. Scuderia Viking. There it is. There you go. So, in the LMP2 class, if you haven't saw, that's terrible English. If you haven't seen that video yet, the Le Mans Disca 24-hour slot car digital slot car race, go and watch it. That is awesome. So yeah, so that was when they raced the prototype. But this is what I like to see. They've got a white kit coming out. Now, anyone who's a member of Track Fans TV on YouTube, if you don't know what that's about, there's a little button next to my avatar icon that says join. If you press that, it'll give you a rundown of what it entails. But for £3 a month, we do a live stream every Wednesday. It's called Wired on Wednesday for members. And you know, the members are currently sitting there thinking, I've got an idea of what's going to be coming up soon on the channel on Wired on Wednesdays, because you bet your bottom dollar I want to get a white kit of this and build it. Oh, I don't know whether to keep the Baby Nemo livery, as you can see in the bottom bottom left-hand corner, or do a custom Phantom livery. I don't know. I mean, answers on a self-addressed postcard in the comments, please. But yeah, I definitely would put this on my Christmas list. One look at that piece of kit. That is a fine specimen of a slot car, for sure. Oh, please, Maurizio, you pulled it out again. And yeah, so there you go. So if you miss out on the launch or the pre-ordering frenzy, I tell you, whenever a slot car is released these days, it's a bit like Black Friday or Cyber Monday, and it's like pile on. There you go, all sold out, all quick. So you can get yourself a white kit, slot it, Oreca, and go at it, build it yourself, have a good time, have a party. Brilliant. Yeah, De Fingers is thinking fantasy livery. Deleon is here. How you doing, Deleon? Garage Collection. He's watching us not from the Slot Car Raceway, but from his new channel. That's Rob Deleon tuning in live from Deleon Garage Collection. Nice to have your company, Rob. Always a pleasure, my friend. Brilliant stuff. We've got everyone's in here tonight, chatting in the community. Here, tell me, while we're having a little natter through, I was thinking about a question the other day, like just to throw it out there and stuff. But what sort of music do you listen to when you're like racing? Actually, that's quite a difficult question to answer because we're all so eclectic, right? So what music were you listening to the last time you were slot car racing? There you go. So that will give us an idea of what was in your head like today, yesterday, last Wednesday. What were you listening to? And if you were not listening to anything, but you were watching something, that would be interesting as well. See, I have a problem at the moment because I'm using my phone as my lap counter, which means I can't listen to the music. Oh, I'll have to get it. Oh, Slot Car Dude, AC/DC, what, Back in Black? That album or something different? Hello, Hirian. How you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. Welcome to the jungle. Yes, Electric Dreams. Got some taste in rock music. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. I could just hear it now. That's going to be on. He's in bed now, so he won't hear this until he watches it back tomorrow. But I'll bet you that Welcome to the Jungle is going to pop up on someone's short video in the next day or two. Hashtag Nika, hashtag Rob Sale Slot Cars. Oh, brilliant. Absolute 80s by Mac. Mac, no way. That is what we listen to when we go out on a dog walk. We either throw absolute 80s on at the weekend because you've got Frank Skinner on the Saturday or Jason Manford on the Sunday. See, do watch it. Listen to it, sorry. Or we stick Naxi radio on, put some music on. Some house music. Or, yes, Highway to Hell. Oh, great album. Yes. Get it in there. Should we turn the rock music up? There you go. Oh, Creep by Radiohead. Ooh, it's creepy. Bo's tuned in. He's listening to how his engine is purring. He's like, yep, that gear pinion needs pulling in a bit. 3mm. Pull it in there. Pink Floyd, says Carl. Nice. Which album, Carl? I love Division Bell and I love Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, money. Dun, 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 dun. Can't get me. It's just going to be like, I'm going to have to stop singing, Pete. Just stop that now. Before I get cancelled. Oh, Supertramp. Oh, I haven't heard Supertramp in years. Do you know, for a second, I thought you said Bill and Ted there for a second, but I've never heard a Terrible Ted Nugent Stranglehold. Have I heard it? And never, yes, Rahul is always going to have the house music on. Get in there. I feel like cranking the wheels of steel up behind me. And Slotar has a playlist of Slot Car songs on his channel. Some are good, some are just strange. Yeah, that's pretty much like my shuffle mode on YouTube Music. Wow, I come out with some right old codswallop. I'd be interested to see or hear what the young track fans are listening to in the background. So get down with the kids, hear what the new music coming through is. Because I'm telling you now, Nazareth doesn't sound fresh. I love it. Oh, this is what I listen to. Hang on. Bo, you're on the level. ZZ Top, Manic Mechanic. Oh, I love it. TV Dinners. Brilliant. Promise myself I'm not going to sing. And Slot Car Dude are on Nazareth as well. And Dave. Nah, never heard of that. I'm only joking. I know you're commenting up on Dave saying that Nazareth are good. What did I listen to last myself? ZZ Top, but it was Eliminator album. Yeah. So you've got Gimme Your Love, TV Dinners. I'm going to shoot myself for not knowing those other two tracks. Anyway, I've got classics. And before that, it was the theme, the soundtrack. I'm so corny. The soundtrack to Top Gun. I was listening to that. Amazing. Easy Rider soundtrack. Check you out, Tony. Awesome. Or Legs. Yes. White Zombie. Love it. I was listening to Zombie Nation the other day. Black Sabbath for Clifton. Hi, Clifton. Nice to have you on board. Bit of Queensrÿche. I can't pronounce that. Elton John, you could go on. I'd stop at Elton John, please. And also, I tell you what, I heard a bit of Phil Collins the other day. Yeah, that is pretty good. Frappago are in the house. Nice to have your company, Frappago. Tecton Motor Corporation. Yes, great. Great band Nazareth. Marcus Pipe. We've got some Nazareth love in the house. Nazareth need to do a road tour again. You need to go on tour, Nazareth. You're going to clean up. Paranoid by Black Sabbath with Slot Car Dude. Yes, great choice. Do like a bit of Ozzy here. Ozzy Osbourne. That's quite cool. Janu, good evening. I meant to call you yesterday evening, but Janu, I don't know if you've been watching the whole show, mate. But unfortunately, I had a bit of bad news yesterday. I had my stuff nicked. So I really, in honesty, mate, I wasn't really very positive, to say the least, last night. So yeah, sorry I didn't call you back, brother. But if you want, we can have a chat tonight when I finish Tears. Give us a ring. It'll be about 9 o'clock or something. Or I'll give you a ring if you're awake. Telegram from Nazareth. Get some real Nazareth coverage in here. Right, I'm going to have to write this down. Get in on Nazareth. I bet this is a situation where I actually know Nazareth, but just didn't know their songs that I knew were by Nazareth. Now, I'm making note because I'm getting old and I'm forgetting everything. And I don't care. Motorhead, Slot R, Motorhead, the Ace of Spades, yes. Shooting Star, now that's a classic dance tune. Who said Shooting Star? Oh, I tell you what is a classic dance track. Sometimes You've Got the Love by Candy Staton, but the original one. Actually, hold on. It's not strictly slot car related, but it's that good. I picture framed it. This is the mix you want, Doug. So get that. The original, 1988 or something like that. Boof. That is a tune. I used to do, when I used to do the DJing, I used to do the end of the night set and they're about one more. Because you wouldn't get out of the DJ booth. You'd get lynched if you did give them one more at the end of the night. That would be it, because it was the perfect tune after you've been doing a thundering trance set and it's like 6 a.m. and everyone's like, the last thing you want to do before sending everyone out the door, 2,000 people out the door, is send them out on a massive hard banger. So I used to put that on it. It was like, boom, boom, boom. Oh, mate, the place would go off. It'd be amazing. So, yep, cool. We'll chat a bit later. So no worries, mate. Anyway, let's crack on with what we're doing. So yeah, we were talking about the Eureka when we come out with a great question of what was the last piece of music you listened to while you was doing slot car stuff. I actually said racing, but I can elaborate to slot car stuff. Yeah, so what did you do? What did you listen to or watch? So yeah, so I wanted to take a moment to talk about this new guy that I've met, Benjamin. And Benjamin's kindly reached out to me and said to me, Pete, I do little bits and accessories for the slot car hobby. And he goes, he wants to make a stand for me so I can put my slot cars in, because he watched the show a couple of weeks ago where where we talked about how do you store your slot cars, right? And I got all of mine sideways on the shelf, and he's just saw that and thought, hang on, I can get your slot cars sorted out, Pete, and you will have some bit of kit of mine that people can see and inquire about where to get one from. And I was like, yeah, okay, sound, let's do it. So if you haven't come across this guy yet on either YouTube or Facebook, then yeah, well worth a look. You can see there from my screen grab that I'm subscribed to him, and I hit the cowbell. Cowbell? Did I say cowbell? Cowbell! What does that mean? Hit subscribe, and there's a cowbell next to it. But next weekend, I'm going to have a real good video of cowbells, because someone said cowbell. You cannot have enough cowbell, right, Dan? Oh, brilliant. Love it. So here we go. We've got some more music coming through. So Deleon was listening to Hocus Pocus by Focus. God, that's a skinful if you ever heard one. DK Moon is on 80s as well. Mac was on absolute 80s if you remember. Hirion's on Heart 80s. Do you know what? My wife prefers Heart 80s and I'm more of an absolute 80s kind of guy. But I suppose as long as we can get our 80s fix, who cares, right? Bo Momo is on Rush. Oh, Rush, yes. Remember Rush? Show my age now. Okay. I will have a look at that one, Mark. Definitely. More cowbell. I think Dave knows what I'm on about. Shane does produce all his music. When you've got a full-on, I don't know how many channels he had there, mixing desk, and you've got, you know, your plugins, you are definitely going to make your own track, for sure. So, but no, that's right. I suppose if I actually thought to myself, with my experience and knowledge, I could possibly do what Shane does as well, but I just never really got round to it. I just don't know. Who knows? I should really make some of my own sound effects and stuff for the videos that I produce. But watch this space. Watch this space. And I remember that because he's on Pro Tools from memory, and I actually used Logic because I had the Mac. But before Logic, I used to use Propellerhead's Reason. That was pretty clunky kit. Hawkwind is amazing. I've got Hawkwind albums in here. Love Hawkwinds. That's right, cowbell. Yeah, absolute for Richard as well. He loves it. And Paul Sharp's coming in with Greatest Hits Radio. Yes. You're right, Rahul. He's got plaques, records plaques on his wall. He is pro music for sure. He wouldn't settle for using the YouTube audio library, sound effects, or anything like that. Now, there's one thing for content creators is quite important to think of here, is if you're subscribed to a software package to make your production with, like Filmora or someone like that, that gives you music and video within their software, don't use that, because it says it is royalty free, in particular the music. But what they do is they buy a license from someone for, say, a year to use that clip, the audio piece or the video, and then they lose the license, but it's still in your video on YouTube. And what you'll find happen was all of a sudden you'll get a copyright infringement where the license has run out and the artist wants his dough, and that means all of the dough you ever made from your video, all 13 pence of it, because there really isn't a lot of money in YouTube. So yeah, so a word to the wise, if you're creating content on YouTube, do use the audio library. You can generally get what you want in there, and with a little bit of tweaking in your software, you can manipulate that sound to be what you want it to be within reason. So yeah, do that, and don't get caught out on copyright and infringement. It sucks. Yeah, do please, Janu, send it over. I was chatting to Matt Tucker the other day about the organization of it, so I might have something in the pipeline with him. We'll just find out what will occur with that before I can announce it and bring it to you guys. Shane's done a few things in music. I would say, look at Shane. And I say that from one musician to another. We've had a few late nights, you know what I mean? And when you punish yourself with late nights in the mosh pit, takes its toll. Oh, thanks for the share, Rahul. Brilliant. Well done, mate. So Epidemic Sound and Motion Array are two bits of subscription online platforms that are subscription based. So you can get different tiers of, I think you can get different tiers, am I right? But you subscribe to them and you can basically use their audio. Rahul, if you say, for instance, in a year's time, cancel your subscription with them, are you able to carry on using that music because you bought it whilst you had a subscription, or will that music then fall foul to royalties? Just want to get a handle on how some of those online subscription-based services work. Hello? Come on, boy. Come here. Come here. Look, everyone, we've got the dog on the show. There he is. Puppy. So, this is the culprit, everyone. It is him. That's right. Give him your best. It wasn't me that needed the toilet look yesterday. Anyway, what can you do? He doesn't know. I'd rather him have done it outside than in the car. Although I'd rather have him done it in the car and kept my rucksack. That's for sure. Oh, dear. Whew. My word. You get the license when you download the file. Oh, I see. So you buy it on the move as opposed to subscribe to it and then get access to it. Yep, that was the puppy. He's now in his broadcasting bed down the bottom. Yeah, that is exactly right. That dog ate the homework yesterday. I mean, I can't be mad with him. What does he know? He's just a cockapoo. I'm just going to take a word the way poo, and then that's exactly what he is. So anyway, as I was saying, going to have a nice display of my cars here or here. I don't know yet, so I might run a poll on it. You know how interactive I get. Right, here we go. So yeah, do check out Benjamin on Slots, Spoil, Slot Car and Track Accessories, Facebook and YouTube. Christmas is coming, right, guys? It's got to be worth a little look-see. So yeah, I hope you do support him. I've had a couple of chats by email. Genuinely, he sounds like a straight-up guy, lovely, and I'm going to enjoy mentioning him and promoting him moving forward. So, oh, talking about promotions, Scalextric, it's Christmas time. I know it's the second time I've said it on the show. Christmas time. So Scalextric at Christmas. Obviously, they're going to have different deals going on. They've got stuff going out through the website. If you do want to buy something on their website, you can obviously use our discount code. You remember the discount code? TrackFansTV! That's what you've got to do when you get to the discount box on the checking out. When you check out, discount code TrackFansTV. So you'll remember that when you're on Scalextric, because it will come shining through your subconscious and your memory like TrackFansTV. That's it, exactly. So 5% off, and let's face it, in the cost of living crisis that we're in at the moment, you can go slot. You've got 5% off. Hang on a second. Can you give slots? Hang on a second. Let's get back to slot tips. Here we go. So Travis is giving you a tip here, Ben. You need to kids only, as he won't get views if it's on. Okay. So right. Something to do with settings. Turn the kids thing off, and there you go. So yeah, as I was saying, what you got is you've got your 5% discount code off of everything and anything on the Scalextric website using the discount code TrackFansTV. What was that I hear you say? TrackFansTV! That's what it is. 5%. And let's face it, no one's flush lately. So if you have got to get something from Scalextric, like the new Land Rover that's just been released this week, last week, then that's the way to do it. Right, so a little update from Travis. Turn kids only off. Right, I see. Yeah, so what Travis is saying here, Ben, is if you've got your settings set to kids only, then no one's going to allow any comment. You're not allowed to leave a comment or anything like that. And you're going to be monitored, mate. You're going to be literally, the Gestapo are going to be all over you on that one. You're going to be breathed on like a rash. So, right, so let's crack on. We're having a great show. Think we're on time, which is always amazing for this time of the day. So just again, if you're tuning in, we're after the hour mark on Sunday Stockcast Sessions. If you're enjoying what you're watching, please feel free to hit the like button. Let's get ourselves out to more slot car people, viewers, heads, people interested in the hobby, because all it takes is one video to pop up, whether it's mine, whether it's Travis's, that slot car guy, whether it's slot Valley, whether it's Conquest, whether it's Mag Racing, whether it's whoever's, slot car dudes, slot car daddies, everyone's slot R's. God, if I've missed you, I'm sorry, but you know, everyone's. Then they'll watch it, they'll go, oh, I didn't know that still went on, that slot car business, or Scalextric as everyone calls it here in England, and they'll watch it. And that's how we get the hobby to grow, is by more liking, more commenting, and more sharing. So feel free to share videos around. I love it. I do share a lot, so it helps. Just more slot car movement. The algorithm picks it up and goes, right, that's pretty hot at the moment. We'll pump that out to some new people that might like it, and guess what? They like it, and then they're involved, and so on and so on. So let's big it up, get the hobby out there. We can do this. And talking about other ways of getting the hobby out there, we can become members of clubs and associations. We can join organizations. So I know Scalextric has a members club, so they do an annual membership, and for that you get like a club car, you get a brochure, you get some other perks, and alongside that you've got other groups such as the National Scalextric Collectors Club. This is not available, this isn't only available to people in the UK. This is what? You off? See you later, dude. Have a good one, mate. All the best. Doug's out of here, everyone. He's off. He's probably going to get some dinner. Lucky Doug. Yeah, so I was talking about the National Scalextric Collectors Club. Great friends of mine. I'm a member, of course. Got a lot of allegiance to them. Just the lovely people who run the show. A lot of people in the club are just salt of the earth. Wouldn't do enough for you. You get a journal every month, which is fantastic. I can't, you know, $35 if you're in the UK, 45 quid if you're in Europe, 50 quid, bullseye, as we say in the UK, a bullseye for anywhere in the world. You get a monthly journal. You get a magazine every single month, without fail, rimmed with slot car news, Scalextrics, updates, eBay hunts, history, scratch building, scenery. It's all going on in there. So, but you can only get it if you're in the club. So that's the NSCC. Oh, and they do exclusives all the time. And then, so you can be in a club to enjoy slot car, or you can get yourself out to a swap meet. So this is the next swap meet. Well, no, it's not the next swap meet. I tell a lie. The next swap meet is this bad boy here, the Winter Slot Car Market, everyone. So I just hold this up for a second so that you can see the Winter Slot Car Market on Sunday, the 3rd of December, everyone. It is in Gaydon, the British Motor Museum, 10 till 4. That is 6 hours of slot car love. I can't get enough at the UK slot car market. I've already opened a can of worms for 2 people who said they can't go, and I said that I would gladly try and find them what they need while I'm there. Slot R, that's you. Because you can't go because you have a baby. But don't worry, I've got you. Do you solid. And then after that, it's going to be the May one, as Rahul here mentions in the comments. Love it. Good day, Dick. Dick is in the house. He is, everyone. Good morning, bro. What time is it over there, Dick? Spot on. Here we go. So we have a swap meet this weekend in Orpington. Let me see if I can get some kind of information on it. Okay. Right. All right, I can't get a decent image. I thought I'd get an image of the flyer for the Orpington swap meet. That's this Sunday in Orpington in Kent, in the Bowl, which is God's own country, Kent. So, yeah, thank you for that. Is this, am I right in saying that this is Phil Smith's last one? And if so, hats off, because Phil has been running that for a million years and bringing a swap meet to Orpington in the southeast. Hats off to you, Phil. Thanks for the reminder on that one, Tony. Next swap meet is Orpington. Straight after Orpington is the Winter Slot Car Market, organised by Pendle, by Roger Barker Slots and scalemodels.co.uk. Julian Mark, well done. And then after that, we've got the main event, Christmas, or Slotmas, as I'm calling it now, Slotmas. So we've got Slotmas coming up. And then after Slotmas, we've got the next gathering. Oh, please, with the slides tonight. Yes, after the Slotmas, we've got the 2024 Milton Keynes swap meet. But I do think that Swindon is before that one. I might have that one. Swindon might be before that one. I'll need to get a flyer for that. So, Mark Abbott, if you're watching this back, bro, flyer for Swindon, or anyone who's got the flyer for Swindon, head that over to me. Spot on. 7:45 in the morning, Monday morning, 7:45 a.m. My God, Dick, are you on your way to work? Wow, how the tables have turned. I love it. Dick is watching at 7:45 in the morning, everyone. This is when we normally run slot car sessions in the UK, 7:30, and Dick is having his dinner. So how the tables have turned. Absolute genius. Then just to sort of bolster up your slot car fix for information, news, and all slot car news and relevant sort of stuff, you can find it all here at Slot Car Magazine, which is a bi-monthly publication. And last week was the launch of this bi-monthly magazine. This is the magazine's cover. You can get it digitally online by going to slotcarmagazine.co.uk, or by, when you're placing your next order with Pendle, dropping one in your basket. They're about £5. Personally, I like it. I get the hard copy every 2 months because it's something tangible to keep, to refer back to. And I'm old. I talked a lot last week about a digital sunset, which is where you switch your devices off for a half an hour before going to bed, doing other things like a jigsaw, a walk, a read a magazine, a book, whatever, modeling, just something that doesn't involve a screen or glare. There you go. Oh, hello. Rob is in the house. Hi, Rob. How you doing? Great racing on Friday, Rob. Great racing. Have you just turned up, or have you been watching the whole show, Rob? Just because I'm going to tell you something in a minute that's going to break your heart. If you've just tuned in, I'm going to break your heart. If you've seen it all, you'll know. So let me know if you've just tuned in. Dick's not working today, everyone. I mean, jump in the car, so we'll miss a bit, running around. We'll run around later, mate. It's 7:45 in the morning, Dick. Nowhere is open. What are you on about? So keep watching this. We've probably got about 10 minutes left in the show, I reckon. General chatting a bit and between us all, so that's pretty good. Hang on a second. May Slot Car Festival next year is on Janu's birthday, everyone. Well, Janu, shouldn't have said that, because now you're going to get the bumps. Okay. So, Rob, good work. Right. So, oh yeah, you was in Southend. How did that go? Brilliant. Tell me you are not watching it and making Mick watch this nonsense as well, are you? Hi, Mick. Anyway, Rob, mate. Oh, mate. So sad. Right. Anyway, Rob, watch it back. Yeah. Go forward until you see my first slide. Yeah. So fast forward all the chatty till you get to the first slide with my picture on it, looking shocked. In a nutshell, I had my camera bag robbed, nicked, stolen yesterday. Rob, with my laptop, my camera, my lens, external hard drive with all my track fans data on it, and all ancillaries, my Bluetooth wireless mics, it's all gone. So that video I was making of David Farrer about his tires, we're going to have to remake. It wasn't a great day. So yeah. So absolutely deadly. Yeah, deadly as you like. But anyway, it's been a tonic being here, Rob, because everyone's in the chat. Been here all evening. We've not dropped. Everyone's been sticking around. It's been good fun. It's been a good lift. This is what I need. So I'm really pleased as well that you did well today down at the racing. What classes were being raced today? So yeah, while you're letting me know about the classes, so I was telling everyone else about the Slot Car magazine, as I do every week, because it's really important to support people in your hobby who are doing things like this. These guys don't make money out of this. They do it because they enjoy journalism. They kind of, that's their thing. A bit like me and a few others, we like doing videography and commentary. These guys like doing journalism, so graphic design or editorial, and putting it all together. It gives them therapy. So, you know, support that. Keep them doing it. I mean, it's a $5 every fortnight, right? Every 2 months. So hang on a second. So every 2 months, so that's $6 a year. 6 times 5 is 35 quid a year on slot car material that you can't Google. You can't Google the stuff that's in this. Right then, so there was racing happening today down at Southend, which is in Essex, which is not far away from where Albert and Wilf, top track fans, live. And yes, I do need to get a haircut. So Polycar F1. So that was really timely that we did Polycar F1 on Friday at Rockingham Slot Car Club. I tell you, we need more people to come to Rockingham Slot Car Club, everyone. Can we get some more members? Please come down. And you won't have to try very hard to beat me. And NSR Sports Cars, I bet that was ace. John D, good morning. Nah, don't worry, mate. I mean, it's done. What's done's done, innit? We're thinking of ways that we're gonna replace it all. So we'll think of something or other. I don't know. Work it out. There you go. So fines. That wow, brings me to the end of the stuff that I wanted to share with you, chat with you about, get your feedback on. It's been a very, very emotional weekend for sure. Obviously, you know, top of the tree. It's been Remembrance Day today, and gives me time to think about the 3 guys that I lost in my time through service. They'll be missed. And yeah, we had a toast today. Actually, doing the Sunday slot car sessions late, like now, at 6:30 or so in the evening on Remembrance Day was actually quite productive, because I had a reason to not drink a lot. I had a pint, obviously, so that would be sacrilege to not have a pint in toast. But what I didn't do was have 9 more pints after that. So that was really good, because I've kept level-headed. I feel much better than I would have normally at this time of the night on a Remembrance Sunday. I think yesterday's bad news, or probably just knocked the stuffing out of me yesterday. I was wiped out yesterday. What an adrenaline rush that was. So about up, then down, then crushed, all spectrums of emotions yesterday over that incident. I tell you, I just you know. But if you think about, like I said before, what some people in certain hot spots of the world are going through right now, mate, it's a camera bag, right? It's got £2,000 worth of kit in it that to whoever's nicked it, and may your next shit be a pineapple. Whoever's nicked it probably won't know the value of the bag anyway. So anyway, oh, hang on a second. What we got here, Clifton? Your dad's war diary is in the British War Museum. Oh, wow. Wow. That is amazing. Because if you think about all the conflict over all the years that the War Museum covers, to be featured in there, he must have done something incredible, incredibly special. So that is something to be really proud of. I would be proud of that. Totally, for sure. In fact, raise one to that. No, it's coffee in the cup before you all ask. I've been getting a bit slurry by the end of the stream. So yeah, be drinking the old whiskey. Love it. So anyway, right. Just before I round up and to round up on what, so we're finishing up now. It's going to be 8 o'clock-ish when we finish. What are you, Jeff, mate? Seriously? Thank you. Wasn't expecting that. I don't know how to deal with that. Thank you, Jeff. That's very kind. I've got a little star next to that, so I'm going to press the star. What's the star do? Jeff has very kindly just, I don't know. He's just given me something towards some new gear. Thank you very much. Don't cry, Pete. Hold it together. Very kind. Thank you. So yeah, what are you going to be working on now? So it's 8 o'clock UK time. Boom, boom, boom. What are you going to be working on now? So I'm going to be getting right on track with these to put onto the gantry here. It's going to look so good. My guy Ian and Doug have sorted out, so I'm going to be working on that now. That's what I'm going to do. Got about half an hour chilling out with Mrs. Brown. Then I'm going to be doing the gantry. I've got to prime it up, then spray it up. So that's what I'm going to do. What are you guys going to do? Yeah, Jeff is a legend. Thank you, Jeff. Ah, portfolio to build. Hey, I know, a portaloo to build. How exciting. Rock and roll. If you want some inspiration on what to do in that portaloo, go and see Tara on Facebook at 1 in 32 scale, strictly figures. See, I got it right, Tara. Go and see her profile page. That's what I'm trying to. Her feed. That's the word. Go down her feed and you'll see she did a portaloo because she sent pictures and I said, "Oh, you've missed out the bits of tissue on the floor wrapped up in the mess." Let's say. Fantastic. Thank you, Janu. I appreciate that, mate. That is very kind. And Tony Tibbets is... yeah, that's right, Slotter. He's saying here she made one a bit. Glastonbury. Definitely Glastonbury. So Tony Tibbets is working on... Flying Fiona Fiat 1929. Is that the one that you've been sending me WhatsApp pictures of? I'm so sitting on my hands of sharing that. But what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you, is when you finish that, if I can make sort of like a mini, I don't know, a short or a mini movie for you out of the little bits of photo you've been sending me and document the build from the starting bit that you sent me to the end bit, I'll do that. That'll make a great bit of VT, that. Who else? Well, we got Daz is in the mix. It's so nice to have you here, Daz. Daz often has to work on the Sundays and watch it back. And then similarly on the Wired on Wednesdays members show on Wednesdays. Of course, clues in the title. So if you thought about being a member before, that's always good. If you like slot cars, if you need a bit of an extra fix, do a fly on the wall show. It's £3 a month, $2.99 a month even. It gets you in, gets you sorted. And we've been, the last couple of 3 weeks, we've been building up this slot at Lancia. So as you can see, we've got the paint job in. What I've got to do is a bit of ombre on the bottom grills here, get that sprayed down and blended in, and we'll get some decals on there, and then we're going to clear coat everything. So if you want to see that progressing, hit the join button. It's dirt cheap, £3 a month. It's like basically no money at all. Yeah, well, it's okay. Hopefully we'll have we'll still be have a TV channel by then, mate. No worries, Bo. Thank you ever so much for coming, man. Nice to have your company as always. And yes, Jeff, superstar. Really, that is so kind, mate. Thank you so much. Ah, what? Phone stands like these ones? Slot R. So I've got 2 of these. I've got one for here and one for down the garage now. It's 7 AM on Monday in Melbourne. Yep. So, yeah, that's what's going on. But anyway, look, guys, it's been an amazing show again. I have mixed feelings and emotions about, you know, doing the show because I haven't got my laptop. My actual laptop got which has got all of my stuff on it, and my hard drive which has got all the other stuff on it. So it's been I didn't even know if I could get the show put together. But you know, like I teach my kids, you know, you've just been smacked in the face with a cricket bat. You know, you're in shock, your adrenaline's there, you've got to take a moment, breathe, get your breathing under control, step back, focus. Can I do it? Break it down, make a checklist. Yes, we're on air. We are on air. We can do it. So I've found a way of doing it. I'm gonna get a good think. I've got a couple of things that I can work on, and and we'll go from there. Thanks ever so much, Kidda. Nice one. Well done. No worries. At least no one was shooting at me. There you go. So yes, guys, thank you ever so much. Another great show. Thanks ever so much to you guys for joining me. One last hurrah for Sunday Slotcast Sessions. If you enjoyed what you've seen here tonight, please hit the like button and help us get the program out to more viewers. Also, hit the subscribe button if it's your first rodeo, or if you're coming back for a second glimpse. If you realize it's consistent and you like it, smash the subscribe and hit the cowbell. Did I hear cowbell? Cowbell, everyone. That will come more applicable next week on the show when you figure out what the cowbell is all about. But there's a cowbell next to subscribe. Hit it and click all. And on that note, I will say goodbye, track fans. All the best, track fans.